Alright, so you're about to redeem a game of horse, aka a game of Doom, and you don't know how to play. In this video, I will be teaching you how to play a game of Doom. It's very easy and it's pretty fun. Okay, so after you redeem the reward, you get to choose, do you want to pick the map or do I pick the map? So if I choose the map, you're going to be the person that goes first when we play the game. But if you choose the map, I'm going to be the person that goes first when we play the game. So let's see what Ayperoz would like to go. Do you want to pick the map or do you want to go first?
I'll go first this time, so
Okay,
choose the
so
map.
I will pick the map. Let's see. Let's go Hanamura. Alright, so I'm going to be explaining how to play a game of Doom. It's pretty easy, so let's just pretend I have another person with me while I explain these things. Let's say it is my turn to do the trick. So what I'm going to be doing is I need to call out the exact trick I'm going to be doing, what text I'm going to be using to get from point A to point B. So for example, if I want to get up on top of this thing with Rocket Punch only, I have a choice. I could probably just do a bounce and just try to get on top of it, or I could do like a turn punch bounce, so I would have to maybe like stand here or whatever. Like you don't have to be like very specific. You can if you want to. You can say stand here, look at this, and do a turn punch bounce off of this platform, and then try to get up here. Okay. So I have to call out the exact trick, what I want, like exactly what I want to do. So I want to bounce off of this and just get on top of here. Doesn't matter how you do it, as long as you could bounce off of this with Rocket Punch and land up here. So let's go ahead and try it out. Okay, as you can clearly see, I messed up the trick. So now it's going to be the other person's turn, and now they have to create a trick. They can either try to do the same exact trick that you just did, or they can create their own trick. So let's pretend I'm a different person now. Let's say I want to do a bounce off of this and land inside of this window. So let's go ahead and try to do that. Okay, so I did the trick successfully. So now it's going to be the other person's turn. And because I did that trick successfully, the other person has to mimic that trick. So now I have to do the trick. So I'm going to try it. And as you see, I messed it up. And because I messed up the trick that he did successfully, I have to get a letter. So I'm going to go and match chat. And I'm going to put D. Because if you spell out Doom, you lose the game. So I have a D now. And I have 3 more losses to go before I lose the game. So now, because I lost, it's going to be my turn, right? So it switches turns. If you win, it's going to be the other person's turn. If you lose, it's going to be the other person's turn. It's just like taking turns, right? So he did the trick successfully. Then I went and I messed it up. I got a letter, which was D. And then now it's my turn to do the trick, okay? So now I have to create a new trick. Now you can't do the same exact trick again, okay? If you did it once, you can't do it again. So I can go back to this one again if I wanted to, because I didn't get it the first time, so I could do this trick all over again if I want to. It's up to me though. So we're gonna do a different trick. So I'm going to do a wall diag off of this, and just uppercut and slam all the way on top of that building. Okay. So let's go ahead and try that out. So I'm gonna do it here. Uppercut, slam all the way on top. Nice, we did it successfully. Now the other person has to try to copy me, okay? So now let's pretend I'm that other person. So they're gonna try to do the exact same rollout. So they're gonna copy me. Okay, so now they did that rollout successfully, right? They didn't mess it up. So nobody gets a letter. So now it's that person's turn to create a new trick, okay? So this trick, what they want to do is they want to bounce off of this and just land on top of here. Okay, they did it successfully, so now it's going to be my turn to do the trick. So I'm going to have to bounce off of this and land on top of here. So let's go ahead and try it out. Oh, you see, I messed it up. Now I get another letter, and then that's D-O. Now I have 2 more letters to go before I lose the game. So I'm at D-O now, so I'm going to make sure I type out my letters. And then after I mess up his rollout or his trick or whatever, then it's my turn. Now I have to create a trick. So it's just gonna keep going back and forth until the person spells out Doom. Whoever spells out Doom, they will lose. So that's pretty much how you play the game. I'm gonna be explaining some general rules. Alright, so I'm gonna be explaining some of the rules. Obviously I might add on to this or move some rules. So Just type exclamation point Doom rules in my Twitch chat for the latest rules update. So the first rule, you can't practice or do rollouts while playing. You must move like a normie. So what I mean by that is you can't be bouncing off of things. You can't be doing rollouts while like it's my turn. You just want to play like a regular Doom player who has no idea how to play them. You just want to walk around. You can uppercut onto high ground. Don't be bouncing off things. Don't do diags and things like that because you're basically practicing or trying to see if something's possible or not. So don't do stuff like that. Um, you must explain your trick in detail before doing it, and if you didn't explain your trick before doing it, then it's not gonna count, and then it's gonna be the next person's turn. So this one's really important. Um, you must explain exactly what you're going to be doing before you do it. If you ended up getting like some super cool rollout and you didn't explain it in your explanation, then it doesn't count. So, for example, if you said I'm going to do a diag into an arc slam and land on top of the spray, but you do a diag and then you do an indicator slam, it's not that one's not going to count, right? But if let's say you just start doing a trick, but you didn't even tell me what you're going to do and you did the trick successfully and you didn't tell me, it doesn't count and then it's going to go back to my turn. So make sure you explain your trick before you do it. Explain it in detail exactly how you want to do it, just like that. If you did it successfully the first time, you can't do it again. It has to be completely different. So let's say you bounced off of something and did a indicator slam onto a high ground, um, and you did it successfully. And either like let's say when it goes to my turn and I mess up the trick or I do the trick correctly, you can't do that same trick. You have to do something completely different. It can't be the same trick. It just has to be very different. Okay, so I'm just interrupting myself real quick here. What I mean by the same trick is, for example, let's say I said I'm gonna do a wall diag off of this fan and land on top of that roof with an indicator slam. So let's try it out here. Okay, so I did the trick successfully, then it's your turn, and then let's say you did it correctly or you messed it up or whatever, right? I can't be like, okay, like when it goes back to my turn, I can't be like, okay, I'm gonna do the same trick, and you can't do it either. Like you can't be like, okay, I'm gonna do the same exact trick that you did successfully, right? You can't do that. You can't do the same exact rollout. You can change it up though. So for example, you could be like, okay, well I'll diag off of this, but indicator slam over here. You could do stuff like that. You could be like while dying off of this, land on top of this roof, and then like while you're on this roof, like arc slam and land right on the spray. Obviously I messed it up. You could do stuff like that. You could do falling diag off of this, go through there, indicator slam on the roof. Like it's the same, like it's almost the same thing, but it's not. Like that's okay. You just can't do the exact same thing, like in terms of wall diag there, indicator up there. Like you can't really do that. So yeah, that's what I mean by not doing the same exact rollout. The trick has to revolve around Doom tech abilities. It can't be RNG map things. It's self-explanatory. You can't rely on some RNG. I can't really think of like some map RNG. Like I don't know, maybe like elevators or the cars in the game, like stuff like that. Ultimate is allowed. You can use your ultimate in your trick. Whatever you want to do, you can use the ultimate. Landing on like a certain high ground or like trying to get from point A to point B and then using punch to get like across to the other end. So ultimate is allowed, that's fine. If you mess up a trick, then the other person can do the same trick that you called out. So if you said, oh, I'm gonna bounce off of this and land on top of that, but you messed it up, I can be like, I'm gonna do the same trick, and if I do it successfully, then you have to try to do that trick again. So if somebody messes up a trick, you can do the trick again. If you get a letter, please type the letter you received in match chat. Obviously, if I did a trick successfully and then you try to copy my trick and you mess it up, just go in match chat and type whatever letter you're getting. So it's either D or O or M. So yeah, that's it right there. If you're confused on anything, or if you want to like ask a question, just let me know before you even do the trick. I can help you out with that. So, because I know I'm probably explaining this kind of poorly, and I might not include some things in here. So. Alright, so now I'm going to be playing a game of Doom with Ayperoz, and you get to see kind of how it goes. I'm going to be editing it down a bit because it was a little long, but yeah. You cannot practice the trick before doing it, and you have to call out your trick before you do it. And if you mess it up, then it's the next person's turn. So, alright, so you're going to be going first, so tell me what trick you want to do, and then I'll try to copy it.
Okay, I'll start with the one you taught me, like punch into this lamp to get in top of this balance spot.
With just punch only?
Yeah. Just
Okay.
punch only.
And left or right window?
Left window.
Okay. So he's gonna do a turn punch to the right, bounce off of that, and try to bounce up there. Okay. So he messed up the trick, so it's my turn to create a trick, and none of us get a letter. Okay, so I gotta create a trick now. Okay, so I'm gonna be looking for a trick to do. Oh, I got one. Okay, so you're gonna do an uppercut bounce off of this thing, and you're gonna land on this roof, and you're gonna use your punch to go on top of this roof, and then you're gonna just do an arc slam on top of this roof.
Okay.
So, if you want to see it better, I would say, yeah, stand over there. Okay, so let's try it out. Okay, I already messed up with that uppercut bounce. I didn't land on the roof, so now it's your turn.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't believe I messed that up. So now he has to create a trick. He has to call out the trick before he does it, and he has to successfully do it. And then I can start to copy his trick, so.
Well, I guess something simple, like with the leg slam, just go into that door without touching the...
Okay, so you're gonna do a diag, and are you gonna cancel the punch and then go through it, or you're gonna go through it with punch?
Like,
okay.
But like you can't touch the sides of the door like cleanly.
Okay.
Fail. Okay.
Okay, so now it's my turn. Okay, I got one. So you're gonna do a bounce off of this, and you're gonna land on top of this.
With just a bounce.
Yep, just a bounce.
Okay.
Okay. So I got the trick done. I did it correctly. So it was his turn, and because he messed up that trick, he gets a letter.
Right, I get a D again.
Yep, you get the D.
Okay.
So he messed up the trick that I did successfully, so he gets the letter D, and if he spells out Doom, he loses. So now it's his turn.
And get over this roof.
Uh-huh.
And land with the indicator slam over here, like anywhere on this platform.
Okay. So just using punch, or just punch slam, or punch uppercut slam?
Just punch slam.
Okay. Okay, you messed it up.
Failed.
Okay, I'm gonna do the same exact trick that you wanted to do. Punch slam.
Okay.
Same exact thing. Let's see. I know this geometry is a little weird. Okay, I messed it up, so now it's your turn.
Can I try the same again?
Oh yeah, you can keep trying it over and over.
Okay.
Okay, now it's my turn. Okay, so we're gonna do a jump diag off of this.
Okay.
Get on top of this roof, and then just do an arc slam over the roof. And you have to land on this side. You can't land you can't fall down with your slam over here. You have to land over there.
You need to go over it. Okay.
Okay, I messed it up. Now it's your turn.
Okay, I'll try that again.
So they can copy the same trick that you want to do.
Failed.
Okay. They can copy the same trick. You can do it as many times as you want. Doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm gonna do a jump diag off of this.
Okay.
Turn punch through the window, and then I'm gonna uppercut onto the top left high ground where the widows usually like to sit. I don't think I touched the floor there.
It didn't sound like you touched the ground. Failed. Wow, I'm really rusty.
Okay, So
take a
you'd
break.
get DO there.
Yeah, like this. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay, so now it's your turn.
Um,
I'm thinking if I wanted to count that, because I did punch the wall and I didn't turn punch through it, but we'll just continue. It's okay. It was just an example video.
okay, so I let myself fall from here, get that bounce
Mm-hmm.
with punch from there, and land with slam indicator slam there.
Okay. Okay, he messed it up. Okay, so now it's my turn. Okay, so uppercut bounce off of this,
Okay.
land on top of this roof, and then you want to arc slam from that roof and land exactly on the spray.
Got it.
Okay, so let me get up here. Let's wait for our uppercut cooldown. So let me see where this spray is. Okay. Okay, I already messed it up. Your turn. That's crazy. I never messed these up.
I try the same.
Okay.
So bounce with uppercut out of this, slide there, and land with the slam, arc slam there, right?
Yeah. Okay, so he messed it up, so now it's my turn. Alright, we're do a wall diag off of this and land on top of there. So it's just using punch.
With just the diag. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I slid over it. So it's your turn now.
Just punch and slam, indicator slam. Get a downwards diag from there and land with the slam, indicator slam here on the spray.
What, a downwards diag? Okay, we'll see. I don't even know if that's I would say maybe if he did it without a diag, but we'll see. You called it, you gotta do it.
Okay, yeah, no.
Okay, okay, this one's easy. Jump diag off of this and go into the window.
Oh. I almost that one for some reason. Yep.
Alright, so you
I
get
don't know
another
why I
letter.
couldn't do that. Okay, double O, and I
Doom.
gotta redeem myself somehow.
Let's see. Okay, bounce off of this thing and land onto the high ground where the soldiers usually go. And you have to be all the way on top of the high ground. And you have to do it from here.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I got it. I almost messed it up. Oh, nice. Okay, so now it's your turn. So yeah, that's how you play a game of Doom. You can obviously twist the rules, change them up, it's just whatever. This is just how I'm going to be running it when it comes to my stream and stuff, so you do it the way you want to do it. I think it's a pretty fun game mode. I would say maybe, like, if you're doing the Doom game, it takes like maybe roughly 20 minutes, especially if it's a person that doesn't know how to play the game. But you could definitely cut it down when you start to play with somebody and they know how to play it really well. You can also make it where you could spell Doom Fist instead of just Doom, that way the game is longer, so it's really up to you. You could just change any rules you like, honestly. But yeah, hope you guys have fun with this game mode.